The kingdom is intensifying their preparation for the pilgrimage season this year. His Highness the Prince of Holy Mecca launching the events of the presidency of Holy Mosque affairs and the prophetic mosque, the Jordanian pilgrims and the trip of the pilgrimage to the Holy House. Dear viewers everywhere, peace and blessings be upon you all. Welcome, dear viewers, in the first episode of the program Pilgrimage News Bulletin, which is going to be to transfer a unique picture on a live broadcast for the pilgrimage of this season for the year 1434 through the reporters who are spread all over the Arabic countries and the holy sites and the world. Welcome. The pilgrims are arriving to the Holy House from all parts of the world to the Holy Mecca to perform pilgrimage, which is the fifth pillar of our sacred religion, coming from all parts of the world, meeting in one spot and wearing one garment with one color, and the biggest gathering, largest gathering, to answer their Lord's call. Therefore, the competent authorities gathered all together in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to make all the best efforts and to make this pilgrimage season successful and to gather all their capacities and ability to make it successful. Let's follow this report. 1.5 million pilgrims are prepared in and outside the kingdom to perform the fifth pillar of Islam, which is obliged by Allah Almighty. And people must perform pilgrimage, whoever can, and whoever disbelieves that Allah is the richest among all people. During an unusual preparation, service has been assigned to service the pilgrims of Holy House. The administrations are prepared through a big preparation to allow all the services during the 8th of Hajj, which is the day of Tarwiyah. The first steps were assigning the prince to take all the preparations and precautions to protect the pilgrims in Holy Mecca and Medina Munawwara, and protect them from crises and emergencies, and protect their properties with a lot of intensive collaboration with other administrations with high competency. On another level, the municipality of the holy city had assigned thousands of individuals to help the pilgrims. Were assigned 7,800 workers and 360 other individuals to work around the clock during the rush hours with a lot of equipments to complete their tasks, and they assigned a lot of accumulated expertise and the emergencies according to the international levels, and they communicated with those who are in charge of this inside and outside the kingdom, and about transferring this worship to assign hundreds of cameras around the holy sites to transfer this occasion to all the parts of the world, and air viewing, and to transfer the live picture for those holy pictures.
أهلا بكم من جديد مشاهدينا
الكرام. Welcome back, dear viewers.
تسليط الضوء حول هذا
To
الموضوع
shed the light about this topic, we have His Excellency Saad Al-Gharsan, the director of Akkad newspaper. How are you? Peace and blessings be upon you. You are in the middle of the event in the holy site, in the holy city, and I'm sure you are aware of all the preparations which all the assigned authorities to make this season successful. I would like to let us know about those preparations. To start with, working in holy site in the holy city of Mecca, it's continued in all security departments to provide the best services to those pilgrims. And we started this a month ago, the mechanism of transferring those pilgrims at all levels. And during this season, we were talking about the three main elements. The first dimension pertaining pilgrimage. It's important because it's the one of the most important pillars in Islam. And the second part is the part pertaining civilization, and the main policy of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia had a lot of declarations that the security forces, they're not going to allow any passing or violating any of the laws or regulations. And this is the highest goal of this season. And the other dimensions is the organizational dimension. As you mentioned in earlier reports, all the authorities and the bodies had finished with their preparations to provide those services to the pilgrims. And also we will pursue to continue in projects in the holy sites, especially in Mash'ar or Mina, and to open up a lot of canals from back and forth, from Mina back and forth to the holy sites. Also the other civilized dimension, to put a sign how to exit from the pilgrimage, where it reflects the comfort of the pilgrims through the services that are provided, which are provided. That's beautiful. Mr. Ali, a lot of people are talking what are the situation of the Jamarat site and the other sites. We started on it 15 days ago in preparational trips. We can witness them between Arafah, Muzdalifah and Mina, and they are prepared and ready this year. The change and the plan working on two elements. The first one, to reorganize and assign special forces to prevent the traffic and the crowding. And the competent authorized, they had to assign a special administration or department for this purpose. The other issue concerning the trips conducted on those trains. The train used to transfer nearly 500,000 pilgrims. This year, the number decreased to 377,000. according to the administration. And the reason, it's a decision to be taken for this purpose. Ali Gharsan, the director of Akkad newspaper. Thank you so much for those information, and we ask Allah to facilitate this pilgrimage season for all pilgrims. Dear viewers, the Amir of the Holy Mecca area, of the President of the Central Pilgrimage Committee, Prince Khalid Al Faisal, launched the events of the General Presidency for the Holy House and the Prophetic Mosque affairs for this pilgrimage season under the motto, "Servicing the Pilgrim is our badge of pride." These events that shed light on the service system which is provided by the Presidency and show the civilized side in this field. This was under the ceremony which was organized by the Central Presidency for the Holy House and Prophetic Mosque affairs, where His Highness has checked the plan during the ceremony, its preparations for this year's pilgrimage season, which contains a lot of elements, which include scientific guiding, directing, servicing, and implementing, and the elements of maintenance and operational element. We have this report coming out. The Prince Khalid Al Faisal, the Prince of Mecca Al Mukarramah, had launched the service of this year with the companionship of the clergyman of this holy site, which include a lot of services which provided by the Presidency to the guests of Allah Almighty, and show the role of those departments to help those pilgrims. And he walked through the sections and checked all the services, and he signed on that board. And also he started this ceremony by conducting the speech by Sheikh Dr. Abdurrahman Al-Sadis. And they are so happy when they are honored to meet Your Highness because of those impacts in enhancing the system of service which provided by the Presidency through a conclusive vision and very noble goals and a strategic plan, and with the future endeavors are around a lot of elements. And the first of them, it's building and preparation, and the scientific element, and guiding and directing, and the element of service, and the technical one, along with the media and the technical element, which under your supervision. And they checked a presentation about the services to show the civilized aspect of this service, and they ensure their high standards of servicing those pilgrims. And then he conducted this speech. Since I heard all the recommendations, the beautiful recommendations which you have reached, and please allow me to suggest a suggestion which I was thinking of for a while now, and I would like to propose it in this day to His Highness, to His Excellency, the Minister of Education, to build a university under the name of Pilgrimage and Umrah. Because by building this university, we can be able to assign all the studies, all the vocational training to serve the pilgrims and those who perform Umrah. And at the end of the ceremony, and he ended this ceremony with presenting some gifts to those pilgrims and those who are participated from the authorities, personnel, and the campaign of the pilgrims and Umrah, which hold the motto that service is a badge of pride, was launched by the Prince of Holy Mecca. This is Ayman Sharif from Mecca al-Mukarramah. Welcome back again, dear viewers, and we will leave you with this break, and we will come back after the break to continue our news. Welcome back, dear viewers. The Institute of his custodians of the holy sites, they launched in this second season of this pilgrimage, and they showed a lot of research presented by this institute, presented in the ecosystem, environmental and scientific and the engineering, architectural research, and a lot of 100 studies also during the pilgrim season. We have more in this report. The yearly meeting in the His Custodians Institute, they started the event with Holy Quran's verses, and the head of the institute conducted a speech and he thanked his custodians of the holy sites for the effort. Were exhorted to adopt researches which concern facilitating the pilgrimage and Umrah for those who want to perform it. And he indicated, Abdul Aziz al-Shuruji, in his words, that the institute was nominated to be the project of sacrifices, and he indicated also that the ambitions of this institute become global, to be the global institute for the Islamic researches for Hajj and Umrah, where we pursue to be compatible with the other sectors, and also we take the problems and then we solve them, and we suggest them, we propose them to the competent authorities, and also we collaborate with the executive authorities, along with the departments in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, along with the public and private sector, which the state had assigned itself to facilitate all the difficulties and make them easy for those who wants to perform. And also we seek Allah Almighty's help so we can be able to achieve those recommendations and researches. And a lot of several projects were conducted, and the researches were conducted in regards of those compressed boxes, also facilitating the traffic during rush hour, and also the project is assigned to regulate the coming and crossing between those entry points, and also launching the website with respect with the gigapixels picture studies, and also the president of Jamiat al-Qura had conducted a speech, indicated with the efforts had been exhorted. The Institute of the Hajj research or the pilgrimage research were unique, and today we saw a lot of researches, which 50% of them were presented the first time, and I can imagine, by God's help, that the return will be great. This research had created by a proposal by the Department of the Holy Site to deal with the traffic issues or the rush hours, and what we call it, we the experts, the method of transportation. Also they exchange gifts. This is Ismail al-Shubaili from Makkah al-Mukarramah. from Mecca, Holy Mecca, to Jordan, where the the Ministry of Islamic Affairs had organized campaigns to Mecca Mukarramah. Those campaigns contain 4,000 pilgrims are heading to Holy Mecca to perform the rituals of Mecca for this year, 1434. A lot to check in this detail.
The first caravan of the Jordanian pilgrims have started to heading to Mecca after a celebration carried out by the pilgrimage ministry in Jordan. The Chief Justice in Jordan, President Hulayel, and in the Saudi embassy in Amman, Mr. Al-Hajri, the Ministry of Waqf and Islamic Affairs, saying farewell to the Jordanian pilgrims today, heading towards Mecca. About 4,200 pilgrims, and this is the complete share of Jordan in this. And the media missions to supervise on the pilgrims to enable them to carry out the rituals of this worship. And I hope that preparedness for it is proper and complete, and to resolve their problems. And the Ministry of Waqf took all necessary steps to facilitate the way for the pilgrims at Medina and the sacred or holy places, and to ensure convenient Hajj for them. Actually, the Ministry of Hajj and Islamic Affairs thankfully did a lot of efforts to provide them with convenience in order to carry out the rituals of Hajj in complete way, and to find in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in the holy sites that they are guests, and they will be received also to obtain the pious pilgrimage, which anybody hopes to get it. In the name of God, there is no doubt that the pilgrimage to the house, or the sacrificed house, it is to take the hand of the pilgrim to obey God and to have further worshipping for Him and to have blessing from Allah. And I ask the pilgrims to be keen to take this opportunity and in devoting their time in prayers and invocations to Allah. And it is accompanied by guides and mentors to help the pilgrims in performing their rituals properly. And we have been here at it was marvelous, and now we are on our way to the holy places in compliance to the proclaim from God to for pilgrims to come on foot and on camels or by any means. And we will go to Medina, and we will stay 3 days there to visit the Prophet, blessings and peace upon him, and continue to Mecca for performing Hajj. Our feeling is we can't describe it actually. I hope that we go back and our sins are expiated, and to be back as if we are born anew. And thanks that there is a ritual for each and imposed his servants to perform Hajj in order to expiate their sins and mistakes. On the other hand, the General Consul of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, Dr. Ali Al-Ghazawi, that there is continuous cooperation between the government of Jordan and the government of the custodian of the two holy mosques, who provide every assistance to the Jordanian pilgrims every year. His Excellency, the Consul of Jordan in Saudi Arabia, you are most welcome at Iqraa channel. What does the Hajj mean for your Excellency? First of all, we welcome you at our consulate of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan in Jeddah, and the brothers who attended with you. And Hajj for us in Jordan, it is a lot. It is the fifth pillar of Islam, and the brothers in Jordan are keen to perform this obligatory pillar, which is considered very significant for them. And they are keen to perform it. How do you find, how do you see cooperation between the government of Jordan and the government of Saudi with regard to facilitating the pilgrimage of Jordanians? Actually, there is continuous cooperation between the Ministry of Endowments in Jordan and the Ministry of the Saudi Ministry of Hajj, and we feel there that we have great facilities provided to us from our brothers in Saudi Arabia, and our Jordanian pilgrims here, they obtain every support and help from the government of Saudi Arabia to facilitate their pilgrimage. And thanks to God, everyone performs his obligatory worshipping, and everyone praises the services given to them. And His Majesty Abdullah bin Abdul Aziz is expanding the Haram. How was the appreciation and understanding from Jordanians to this project? Actually, we in Jordan, everyone aspires to perform this pillar of Islam, and the numbers given to Jordan is not enough. Everyone in Jordan is aspiring to perform Hajj. But what was done by Saudi Arabia in expansion under the leadership of the custodian of the two holy mosques requires sacrifice from all parties, and it should be all should understand it and cooperate in this respect, because in the future will increase the number of pilgrims. It is true we are now, because of the works which are conducted at the Haram, the Saudi government asked the decrease of the number of pilgrims from abroad. And we could understand this request, and we responded to it. And thanks to God, we are waiting, hopefully, when the expansion is completed, we aspire to, from our brothers in Saudi Arabia, to compensate us for the number of pilgrims who will be allowed to come to perform Hajj. And in order everyone will have the opportunity to perform pilgrimage. The last work to the Jordanian pilgrims and the facilities and their understanding of the regulations of pilgrimage for this year. We advise our brothers, the Jordanian pilgrims, and according to a request from the brothers at the Saudi Ministry of Hajj. When the pilgrims come to Mecca, to reduce their visits to the sacred precincts, and from the voluntary circumambulation, only because Mecca, all of it is sacred precincts, and we want them to perform their prayers in the mosque, which are close to their housing, and in order not to affect other pilgrims who did not perform the rituals. And thank you, and we are ready to cooperate with our brothers in Saudi Arabia to make Hajj successful and in everything. Our viewers, we leave you now within short interval, then we will resume our program. You are welcome back. The pilgrims seek to drink great quantities of Zamzam water and to have bottles in order to give them as presents and gifts. And according to the hadith of our Prophet, Zamzam is for the purpose to which it is drunk. Due to the abundance of using it from pilgrims and citizens from all parts of the world, it is still flowing. And we will bring this report about the Zamzam water. Zamzam water, it is one sign of the signs of Allah Almighty and His power, the first fruit given to His Prophet Ibrahim. And, oh God, I have left my family at a place which is dry, without any agriculture, and please, I ask you to bestow on them all things which enable them to live prosperously. And Zamzam water is for what is drunk for, and it is known of its purity, and it is not affected by anything, and it is abundant, although it is used abundantly also. Zamzam water is of the services provided to pilgrims, and many of the services given to the marble places for drinking Zamzam, and their taps were in order to drink and wash in Zamzam water, and they are distributed carefully at the sacred mosque, and they are cooled, and they are distributed at the peak time and going between Safa and Marwa in order to facilitate for the pilgrims to maintain Zamzam water and keep it. Our viewers, the Ministry of Pilgrimage intensified their training courses to upgrade the work actions to achieve the highest standards as the ministry and to serve the guests of Hajj in this year 1434 Hajj in particular, and know the needs and requirements of the pilgrims while coming to the kingdom from all countries to visit the mosque of the Prophet and the holy sites in Mecca. And we are pleased to have Professor Dr. Hisham bin Abdullah bin Abbas is the Secretary General of Greater Hajj Seminar and the advisor of Hajj Minister. Dr. Hisham, I would like you to shed light quickly on the preparations made by the Ministry of Pilgrimage to serve the guests of Allah, the most merciful. The Hajj of the Greater Hajj Seminar, it is a cultural meeting which benefits many of the scholars and students, and every year raises a vital subject and about the services provided to the pilgrims. And this seminars, it gives a service and sends a message through these scholars and jurists who are influencing in their countries that the pilgrims should be well aware and to deal with the achievements of the government of Saudi Arabia achieved and installed. As you are the Secretary General of the Greater Hajj Seminar, how is the readiness for such seminar? And I think it will start from the 3rd day to the 5th day of the Hijjah. What are your preparations for such seminar, and what are the main features of it? The preparation for it, and the second month of the beginning of the year, we select the subject. There is a scientific committee to select it, and the countries, we try to invite the countries, all countries, to be represented as much as possible in this seminar. Then we try to know these distinguished figures when these scientific and intellectual people. Then the studies came and they are studied, and we are until we are completely ready. And as I told you, it will start at the 3rd day, and if all affairs are ready, and we are completely ready to start and open these seminars, and great scholars will attend and deliver lectures therein. Perhaps we will, if you allow me, and I know that you are busy, and your efforts in this, as you told me in my telephone call, but allow me to go to the Ministry of Pilgrimage beyond the Greater Hajj Seminar. How do you evaluate cooperation with the ministries and agencies outside the country who are giving licenses to how do you evaluate reduction of the number of pilgrims and cooperation with you in this respect? And this question should be addressed to one of the officials of the Ministry of Pilgrimage. I am only responsible for the cultural affairs, and I can't give opinion in this respect. There are the deputy ministers and His Excellency the Minister. They can answer this question. Thank you for this diplomatic answer, and thank you for your interventions, and hope that we will be happy of the output of these seminars and of these services rendered to the pilgrims. Thank you very much, Doctor. Our viewers, to Gaza Strip, the first caravan of pilgrims headed towards Saudi Arabia from Rafah border gate, and there are great readiness, and they have a special significance in Gaza. Further details from Gaza about this topic. The pilgrimage season is a season of welfare and happiness, and the commercial movement and the business which is related to the pilgrims of Mecca, and it is the merchants wait for such a season. It is a season of good and blessings. It is good to very good. They buy gifts and the things related to Hajj. And they are longing to arrive at Mecca. They start from the lonely gate which links Gaza with the world, and it required a lot of preparation and coordination to facilitate the way for the pilgrims to arrive Mecca. And these are preparations from Rafah gate and from the Egyptian ports, which affirmed the facilitation of procedures. And at Jeddah airport, there are committees to receive them, and all preparations are ready to facilitate the way of our pilgrims and to supplicate and invoke to our prisoners, to our Gaza Strip, and to be good messengers to the Arab and Muslim people. And the message of the last prophet, though, who hope that God will bestow them with all good and blessings. And we feel how beautiful to be in Palestine, where the prophets assembled and pray behind our prophet. This pilgrimage, the place of resurrection, and between Palestine and Saudi Arabia, there is a link, a divine link, and the country which received the last divine message, and we hope the next mission to be unified mission and one ministry of Awqaf. The Palestinian pilgrims are different because this holy place is linked with the house of God, where the prophet ordered to move from Mecca to come to this spot, which is Jerusalem, and go up to heaven. We have a deep link which takes us to that holy and pure spot of land. The rituals, the holy rituals, they are waiting very long for very long time to for having this occasion. And today, this year, we have come with our families, and I am very happy. I hope that peace and security will prevail for all the countries of the region, the Egyptians, and we thank them very much for opening the gate for us. Our viewers, by this news items about Gaza, we have ended our program, and we hope to meet you tomorrow with the new news and the news about pilgrimage. Thank you.